All right, we're ready for the semifinals. So if you're just joining us, there were 24, or this is the second round, excuse me. We were ready for the second round. There were 24 participants in the first round. The top 8, the 8 winners and the top 4 wild cards move on to the second round. So now we're down to 12 for game number 1. It's Ruben, Adam, and Amy, and we are ready to go. Ruben will have the first throw of the second round.
Here we go.
By the way, if you're watching, there's Carson Wentz. The same guy who was wearing the Steve Young jersey in the 99 Roofball World Championships.
That young lad.
First throw from Ruben is a ping and a catch.
Way to start off the second round.
By the way, we had a great comment saying that this Adam reminded them of Truman's best friend.
And around
Truman Show. Here we go.
Could it be?
Gotta get it.
He's got it. 15 for Adam Willis on the first throw.
Started off. Wow.
Way to put the field on notice.
I thought he was going to dive for that onto the pavement, but yeah.
He sets the standard with the first throw of the second round, or his first throw of the second round.
The reason that catch is so important, just to reiterate, if he didn't catch it, it would have been simply in a round.
Yeah, it would have been just 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points, yeah.
If you hit the little pole up top, it counts as 5, but only if you make the catch. So, even though they call it the catch multiplier, right?
Yeah, there's no multiplication.
But it is, and here's why. Because people get confused. Well, why do you call it a catch multiplier? It multiplies the catch times 5.
True.
The catch would be worth just 1, but you hit that, and it multiplies the catch. It doesn't multiply the around. It multiplies the catch.
Well said. Adam with a solid ping catch there.
That's what I'm here for. That's I'm all about the rules. The rules are important, man.
Oh,
people feeling like Adam's got that 99 swag working for him.
He does. He traded in the Hall of Famer Steve Young jersey for Carson Wentz.
I don't know if that's a good trade.
And if you're just joining us, the reason for that is when the 2008 Roofball World Championships video started to go viral, there were a number of people who freeze-framed it and said, hey, Adam looks like Carson Wentz. So he said, I'm going to go all in and get a Carson Wentz jersey. He went with the Carson Wentz high school jersey.
It's a deep cut.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to wear an Eagles jersey.
And people are wondering, how is Adam so good? Well, the fact is, he's been throwing footballs on this roof for 25 years.
True story.
Or more.
Does this say what number tournament he's in? Yeah, this is his 59th roofball tournament.
Which is all of them.
Yeah, that is the most of anybody ever. Obviously, it's his mother's house. Second on that list is Buddy Emmons. This is his, where's Buddy?
Buddy lives down the street,
48th
by the way.
48th tournament. So after Amy's next throw, let's get a score update.
The shots won't be a warm-up so the slowest delivery in the game.
Amy's sitting at 0 right now, and
all right, so what's our score update through 4?
All right, Ruben is at 19, Adam at 28, and Amy at 0.
Now, Amy did tell me in the break that she has to work a night shift in about 3 hours, and so...
Oh, my. Sacrifice to be here.
Ping and a catch
she's
for Ruben.
Nice release. Never in doubt.
Ping and a catch for Adam.
Boy, 34 now. That's halfway through.
So I had to ask permission from my boss to sit here with you guys today.
You had to ask permission?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not quite a conflict of interest.
Yeah. We're not making any money here, that's for sure.
No. And I got the, there's a ping.
Ooh,
almost. Excuse me.
Almost got the multiplier.
And the catch! What a
Look at that. That's the catch of the game so far.
Diving to the ground, he makes the catch. And a big point there for Ruben, who now has 31.
Ruben brought his A game today. He did his stretching. Not a lot of stretching went on before this.
But my boss, when I said, hey, is this... Oh, Adam almost tripped over the carpet. Hey, you want to fix that carpet there, Adam? I got the... Whatever. That was my boss's response when I asked him if it was
Nice.
cool if I did this.
I like that. I like that you asked permission. That was good of you.
Well, I kind of have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in my contract that I can't really broadcast other stuff. This doesn't really count, though.
For those of you that don't know, Travis does Blazer broadcasts on the radio.
And occasionally on TV.
And on TV, yes.
Down there for Kevin Calabro, but yeah, the Portland Trailblazers radio.
The baritone Kevin Calabro.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
Catch made by Ruben
Nice
Shug.
one. Ping catch.
Give an update for the score after this round.
Yes.
You know, it's funny because Calabro's been doing it for like 40 years, and sometimes we're on the road, and there's another round.
Fire, man! You got to be kidding me. That's
second one this game. He's got 50.
30 points out of 2 throws.
That's unbelievable.
He's got 3 left. 3 throws left.
You know that Saturday Night Live sketch with Chris Farley where he's interviewing Paul McCartney?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
there's
great.
it around. He's like, remember the time we were the Beatles? That was awesome.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Real quick, Ruben, before you go, let's give a score update.
Ruben's at 37. Adam leading the way on this game with 50, and we have Amy at 17. And Travis, is it true that the love you take is equal to the love that you make?
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
Okay.
But I do that a lot with Kevin Calabro. I'm like, hey, remember that time that you had that call, you did this? That was awesome. He's totally cool about it.
And Lamar's great.
Lamar's amazing.
At his side.
Nicest dude ever.
Yes.
And he's too handsome.
He sure is.
He is a handsome man.
Like sometimes we'll show up to the game and we're wearing very similar suits, and I make sure I'm nowhere near him.
Oh, man. His suits
like,
are great.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to stand next to you and, and people judge me next to your handsomeness.
That's fine. I don't care.
Ruben gets a ping.
He's got a really good score going, but man, Adam just nailed it.
It's an incredible score.
Yeah, Ruben's right there.
Adam's got 2 throws left and only has a 2-point lead, and that's with 2 arounds in this, or 2 catch multipliers in this game.
And then how many?
There's a solid ping just on the side.
Nice. How many are going to advance into the next round?
That's a good question. When this game's over, let's look ahead to see what it says. I think there are 6 in the semifinals.
We'll figure that out for you fans watching.
All right, Amy with 2 more throws. So after this one, let's get another score update.
Walk up there.
It didn't catch anything.
It didn't, unfortunate.
But the catch.
All right, so going into the last frame, what do we have?
All right, Adam's leading the way with 57, Ruben with 49, Amy with 18.
All right, Ruben, I mean, there's a good chance of him advancing, but he needs an around to win this game. Doesn't get it, but he gets the ping and the catch.
You know, that sets him up really good for advancing anyways.
He wrote it in the wrong way.
I sure did.
So as long as Adam does not throw it over, he's going to win and advance to the semifinals.
And he played it safe there.
He did. Makes the catch.
There you go. That's a 58 to end his second round game.
And that, so far, is the high score of the day, a 58.
All right, that's 18.
All right, so Adam advances to the semifinals with 58. Ruben finishes with 55, and Amy finishes with 18. So Adam advances. Move ahead here, and let's just see how many advance. We have 4 games here. Okay, then there are 6 that advance, so there will be 2 wild cards, which Ruben, I'm sure, has solidified that already.
Yep.
All right, Beth, standing by with Adam Willis. Take it away.
The founder of the feast, the president of the RFA, and my big brother, Adam Willis. That was an incredible score. Talk about that round.
Should I be sweating?
I would think so, yes.
Okay, I mean, the 215s, it's blind luck, and, you just try to put the ball somewhere where something good might happen, and I was really, really fortunate. The first catch was crazy. It's probably the most athletic I've felt since I was, 15 years old. And then the second one was just landed in my lap. So it's crazy, and I'm excited, and, yeah.
You're going forward. Who do you think you're going to be facing off against?
Look, I think that I got 2 15s, and that's 30 of my points for that game. Ruben is so dialed in. His throw, like I was saying, his throw is like Griffey's swing. It's just no wasted motion. He's hitting everything. He's a 4-time runner-up. You can tell he wants to win. He told me he's been practicing for 13 years, getting ready for this. So he's the one I'm the most worried about right now.
All right, Ruben, my brother is coming for you. We're going into the next game. Things are heating up. Travis?
All right, thank you, Beth. Brooks, Devin, and Ryan. Brooks, Devin, and Ryan. Where are you guys at?
All right.
Now,
We have
Brooks
Devin
was a
stepping up
surprise
here.
in the first round.
Brooks was incredible. Brooks actually
stepping
had
up.
the second highest score in the first round of anybody in his very first ever Roofball event.
All right.
Yeah, we're ready to roll. Brooks, you are up first after a huge first round. That pole is taking a pounding today.
I got to say, I really like Brooks' shirt today. It's
Yeah.
very Oregon.
Yeah.
All right, we got a ping, no catch. That's
Got a ping,
5
no
points.
catch. Now, Brooks is not from Oregon, as the first throw from Devin is a little short.
You know, the only thing that would make that shirt better is a big full moon in the background.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I used to own that shirt. Wow. Used to, yeah.
So Brooks actually is from the Seattle area.
Still Pacific Northwest.
Yep.
It's kind of a theme.
Now, if you're watching this live on YouTube, it's 3:23 Pacific time on Saturday, March 18th. There's a backside ping.
Not real in the catch, though.
Still, he ties it up at 6 in the second frame. Brooks and Devin both have 6. Ryan yet to throw.
If you're watching this live on YouTube, there's an over.
-5.
You can get in on the action. Now, there are several people today who their only connection to Roofball is seeing it on YouTube, just like you are right now. And they have flown in from places like Florida or Austin, Texas, a couple other places.
Yeah,
that would be Florida.
You did say Florida.
Yeah. The same. I mean, they saw it on YouTube. They wanted to get involved, and they did. Now we're not paying your way here, but if you can find your way to Oregon for one of the tournaments later on in the year, next year, join in.
Also, if you have a roof and a football, you may be able to play roofball.
Yeah.
You know, Adam.
There's it around. Didn't hit the multiplier, but he gets the catch. He's
Excellent.
got 11 on that one and 23 overall.
Adam would love to be able to expand the field to 48. So the more the merrier. But I just want to chime in real quick. We have a fantastic nickname already for Brooks. He is Wolfman.
I like
Wolfman
this.
Brooks.
Thanks, online viewers, for the nickname.
All right, let's see if he can track down the catch. Has to wait for it to bounce. Last catch. Before you go, Brooks, let's get a score update through 4 frames. We've got Brooks with 23, Devin with 7, and Ryan -4. There is still plenty of time and plenty of ways to make up some ground here.
Absolutely.
All right, Brooks, go ahead.
What a
ping. Nearly went over.
He's got a great touch on that ball.
And the catch.
That 29 there. Total.
Rolling.
Devin had a real solid first game. Just hasn't really picked up so far in this game.
You know, Devin's got to hit those pings straight on because he's got such a laser-like throw. He's not floating it up there.
Yeah.
So if the aim's off a little bit, he's going to be in trouble.
There's another ping.
Wow.
And another catch.
Oh, good height.
35. By the way, the low score right now with the wild card for the semifinals is 18.
I heard that ping.
I didn't hear it.
It clipped the top of the
It did, yeah.
post.
Okay. Oh, the top after the bounce.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
give him 5 points there without the catch, so it's 13.
Well, the way Adam explained it to me is that the three of us, while we're sitting here, are the judges, and majority rules. So 2 against 1. There's another ping and another catch.
Wow.
It's routine at this point for Brooks.
Wolfman Brooks on fire.
Ping catches for the win.
13, but you still have 4 throws left, Devin. So there's plenty of time to get back in this.
Nice throw.
And that was a great start. Another
job.
6 right there, 19 for Devin.
And Ryan's slowly whittling.
Oh, no.
Was that a ping
second
over?
one? Nope.
No.
It was just an over.
All right, well, that puts us down to -7,
He's
unfortunately.
going to need like 3 catch multipliers in a row. There's another ping. Every time it's just square right in the center of the pole.
tell
Where
you what.
did this guy come from?
Seattle.
The Seattle area.
Oh, okay, yeah, thank you.
And YouTube.
Yes.
You know, how many people watching right now are like, I could be better than those guys? Well, prove it.
Yeah, get down here.
Put
We're
your
up
money
here.
where your mouth is. And get out here to Beaverton, Oregon. There's a nice solid ping. You almost knocked the pole over.
It's happened. Beaverton, Oregon, home of the Nike headquarters, among other things.
Yeah. There's a catch.
All right. So, entering the 9th frame here.
After Ryan goes, let's get an update going into the last one. By the way, do you guys have any social media you want to plug? No?
I'm guessing that's a no.
What about you, Lauren?
I'm just going to...
Real quick, before you do that, let's get a
All
score
right,
update going.
score
into the final.
update, Brooks at 48, Devin at 19, Ryan at -2. As
There's
we get
a ping
another
and a
ping
catch.
catch, puts him for his final total at 54.
Yep. And nothing there for Devin.
Unfortunately, Devin's struggling a little bit this round.
Could be the fatigue.
There's his third over of the round, which is -7. So it'll be Brooks advancing with 54, Devin with 19, but he is in, as of right now, the wild card, and Ryan eliminated at -7. Yep.
Not yet.
No, not yet. You're still alive.
No.
You're still
alive.
alive.
You beat that score right
you
there.
You eliminated Amy with that. What were you going to say, Lauren, a minute ago?
We're seeing a lot of folks anticipating a Wolfman Adam final, which could very well be in the offing. But speaking of socials, also, if anybody is interested, you can donate through Venmo at Roofball. So show your support and your love on Venmo.
All right, up next is Beth is about to do an interview here. We need Buddy, Aaron, and Dale for second round game 3. All right, Beth, waiting on you.
Thank you, Travi. All right, Devin. It was a tough loss. I mean, you're losing to what appears to be the future Roofball. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Well, I feel good. I didn't get a medal this time, just par for the course normally. So it's a lot of fun. You watching at home, you should come out and check it out. This kid is tough, man. He's the future. Adam better watch out. That's all I got to say.
Speaking of the future, Brooks, we've got a lot of people at home that are very much admiring your shirt, and they want to join the Wolf Pack. They are calling you Wolfman, and they ask, apparently, that you howl for the camera. Can you do that for us? Can you give us a good howl? Oh, come on.
Not much of a wolf man.
Ow. I mean, that was all right. Can we try one more? I'll do it with you.
I'll do it with you. Ready?
Ow! That's all I got.
All right. That's better. We got the Wolf Pack here. Back to you, Travi.
All right, Beth, thank you very much. Next up, we have Buddy, Aaron, and Dale. Are you guys ready to go? Let's speed this thing along.
We've got a veteran crew on this this game here.
Buddy, are you ready? What? All right, Dale, are you ready? Aaron, are you ready? Aaron needs a ball. By the way, it's very unusual for the broadcasters to talk to the competitors as the game is going on. This is a first for me.
It's kind of like a game management situation.
Yeah, I'm not exactly asking Dame questions during pregame as we're about to start.
True story.
Yeah. Are you ready to go tonight? Yeah. Okay. You're gonna drop another 71 tonight?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Doesn't usually happen very often. Aaron needs a ball.
You don't get Nasir just walking up during the commercial break and shooting the ass with you? No.
No, I mean, it's happened, like, sometimes we're courtside. It's not very often, but every now and then, like, Chauncey Billups will come over and say something to us during a break or something like that. That's more with the TV guys. You guys ready to go?
All right,
Buddy's going to get us started in round 2, game number 3. Don't lick the ball or your fingers. You don't know where those fingers have been. And maybe you do. That's why you're licking them. I don't know where they've been.
That's my childhood best friend right there.
Yeah. We are family friendly here. With who? That's a 0.
Well, way to start it off, bud.
Aaron's first throw is a little to the left.
Had me worried for the roof camera there.
Tracks it down for the catch.
That was a really nice comeback for that catch.
You
got to be nimble.
Yeah.
You got to adjust.
It's true. So far, that roof camera that we mounted up there has not been struck. I'm hoping I didn't just jinx it there, but...
I mean, there's a difference between jinx and cause something to happen that everybody literally in chat wants to see happen.
That's a good point. I don't know if any bets have been placed on that, but he gets a catch there. Puts him up to 1. Everybody's maybe feeling the after lunch lull here. It's looking like a little
Aaron
bit.
makes the catch.
She's leading with 2.
Buddy, the fans would like to see you give a nice little lick to the ball next time before you go up there and throw it. I mean, give the people what they want, man.
Dale with a ping catch. Puts him at 6.
Buddy again. Over. His second over of the day. The first one didn't hurt him.
There's a -4 now for Buddy.
Let's see if Aaron can make the catch. She does.
Oh, she dropped it.
Oh, no.
Okay. That's still sitting at 2
I looked
points.
away too soon. Dale gets the ping.
He's calibrated.
Solid.
Yeah, look at that.
Dale has a comfortable lead right now, but it's still early. Somebody reached out on the Facebook comments and said, how do they get involved in the next tournament?
I think
Great
you just get in contact with the founder himself.
Yeah, just reach out to Adam.
Adam will hook you up.
And he was happy to answer questions about standing up your own tournaments in your locales.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'd love to see this
We encourage
spread
that.
to more locations.
Absolutely.
Somebody also made a comment about Rob being a fantastic broadcaster. He is, and I wish he was here today. We miss Rob. He had what did he have to do today?
You know, I don't know if he had anything more important than this, but
Well, obviously it was more important than this for him. Hey, what do we got while we're waiting? What's the score update?
Yeah, so the score update, Dale's in the lead with 12, Aaron's in second place with 2, and Buddy, who just returned from the Walk of Shame, with -4.
Yeah.
As he will take his first throw of the 4th frame.
And it's off to the right. Trying to track it down. Can't make the catch. It hit the gutter and then bounced over his head.
It's tricky when everybody's waiting on you to get your ball back from the, because you end up hurrying that throw oftentimes.
That is definitely feels bad, man.
Yep. Aaron can't make the catch. She'll remain at 2 points.
You know, you were talking earlier, Maddie, about performance enhancing versus performance subtracting drugs,
Yes.
and we may be seeing a little bit of that here.
Yeah.
Would you consider a cheeseburger a performance subtracting drug?
Possibly, yeah. It depends on if you have low blood sugar at the time or not.
Yeah.
So.
There's a ping for Buddy.
Way to prove me wrong,
That's what I'm
buddy.
used to
Gets
seeing
him
from
back
Buddy
into
there.
the positive.
2 points now for Buddy, tied with Aaron.
Somebody asked who the bad boy of Roofball is.
It might be Buddy.
It probably is Buddy. Somebody said it's like watching Buddy this year is like watching Manning in his final season. There's it around.
Hey, didn't Manning win a championship in his final season?
No.
He did not walk
No.
off into the sunset that way.
Now, which Manning
Which
are we talking
Manning?
about? 'Cause
Right.
We're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
a good
Eli.
point.
Oh, I'm talking
Eli
about
got
Peyton.
benched for, at the time, a terrible Geno Smith. There's no
Yeah.
catch. Yeah, Peyton.
Peyton won
Peyton
2 in a row and retired. Yeah.
Well, he didn't win 2 in a row.
Did he?
He lost to the Seahawks. No, it wasn't. He lost to the Seahawks and then came back. And he had the monster season, and they got crushed in the Super Bowl. The next year he comes back, and they beat the Panthers in the Super Bowl. But he didn't have a great year. It was just the defense was phenomenal.
Yes.
Again, American football, a derivative
locked in.
from Roofball.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they clearly copied some elements of Roofball.
That's right. After 6 frames, Dale in the lead, solidly with 28 points. Buddy trying to come from behind.
Is Buddy going to reel this in?
He got a
No.
ping there that
No.
puts him at 8 points.
It's not
And then
out of the
Aaron
question.
At 2 points.
So Steven says Buddy is uncoordinated. No, I think he's just drunk.
Too bad there. Aaron remains at 2 points.
Ray Mendoza is a big fan of Dale.
Dale's solid today.
There's
Look at that.
he
not
totally
quite
got
around.
robbed.
He got nothing there.
Nope, he got 1
Unfortunately.
point. But he's in command here. He did?
Oh, did. Okay, we have
All
a
right. So the commish comes in and overrules the judges.
Good job.
Thanks for taking away our authority, Adam.
When the commish is also a player, that can get a little complicated.
That could, yeah. That was a ping, no catch. That's 13 for Buddy.
Somebody said they thought we were talking about Danny Manning. Why would we ever be referencing Danny Manning?
I will leave YouTube comments to answer that question.
Yeah, he was a basketball player. Former #1 pick.
No ping on that one.
Nope. Just the catch, though. So going into the 9th, Dale's got, 35? 13 for Buddy and 3 for Aaron.
Somebody wants to know how shadows are affecting the players, and I'll say
There's it around. And a
11
catch.
points there for
at this
Buddy.
point, moving in and out of the shadows for the catch can be a little problematic, but where it really becomes trouble is later on as the sun starts to set. It can get in your eyes and cause you some real problems.
It can get in our eyes and cause some problems.
Yeah.
Tyler puts up a puke face for all these Blazer fans.
Well, there's a lot of us here.
There's an over for Dale. I mean, it helps that they sign my checks, but I'm also a fan.
So this is still within reach for Buddy.
It absolutely is. Not like that. Those 2 overs really killed him. He is now tied for the bottom of the wild card spot. If he doesn't get that around, he's in the wild card, not the driver's seat, as Aaron gets the catch there. But he's if he doesn't throw that last over, he has a wild card spot.
So Dale literally cannot screw up this round. He is going to walk away with this one.
That is correct.
Yep. So Dale's going to advance to the semifinals. People keep asking, how do you sign up to play? Just find Adam on somewhere
media.
on social media.
Yeah.
Just look up, Google Roofball, find Adam, the guy who used to look like Carson Wentz before he lost his hair, and it's that simple. That's literally how half the people that are here today got involved. They saw it on YouTube.
That's true.
Or back in the day on public access, and they reached out to Adam. Dale, you got one more throw left. Yeah. You can't lose. Just throw it left.
Dale tells us he's going to go for it here.
That's a championship mentality.
That's right. Practice those critical throws.
He gets the ping. Doesn't get the catch, but he finishes with...
The Bush catches him, though. Uh-oh. All right. We'll see if there's any injuries from this.
Wiping her down over there?
Stabbed in the heart by a branch. Dale. He's okay. Well done, Dale.
All right, that puts
He's okay, everybody.
Game 3 ends with Dale in the lead. He will advance at 35 points. Buddy in second place, tied for a wild card position at 19, and Aaron with 4 points.
All right, so Derek, Christian, and Casey are up next. Buddy's going to go talk to Beth. Hey, we need Derek, Christian, and Casey to start warming up.
Oh, this is the murderer's row round right here.
Yeah.
Oof.
All right, here we go for the final game of the second round. But until then, let's hear from Beth, who's standing by with Buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Robert Harold Emmons III, or as you know him better, Buddy. Buddy, once again, the worlds have escaped you.
Yeah, they have. I had a couple lowers. It sort of screwed me over, but, what can you do? It's a tough game.
Arm still looks pretty good to me. How you feeling?
Oh, I feel great. I wish I would have qualified because I think I could do some damage in the upcoming rounds, but I'll be, a spectator going forward.
Are we going to see you at the Open as a player?
Yes.
All right. Buddy's coming back soon, but meanwhile, we got more games to get to. Back to you in the booth, Travis.
All right, Beth, thank you very much. Are you guys ready to roll?
I'm ready.
Let's get on with the show here.
Yeah.
I got a drop dead time about a half hour from now, so
You going to leave us high and dry?
yeah. All right, first it's
Should we stake that down again?
your third. Derek first, then Christian, then Casey. That's the order we're going here.
All right, does nobody enjoy the
For right now, it is, yeah.
You were number one there.
Luckily, there's nobody good coming up.
Yeah, if you didn't throw it over, you would have had a chance, buddy. All right, guys, let's roll. Three historic champions
Absolutely.
right here.
It's quite the field here.
This is an intimidating trio.
Derek with a ping to start things off. It's getting hot in the sun. Hold on, I'm taking the sweatshirt.
It's starting to heat up. Christian second, yep. For those of you up-and-comers in Roofball, watch closely. These guys are going to show you how it's done.
Yeah, I think Christian is the first one who started this this sport as a young pup. He was 14 and has turned himself into an all-time champ.
Yeah. Derek sporting the ping hat today.
What are you guys waiting for?
Oh, sorry. So score is Derek 6, Christian 5, Casey 1. Yep.
Sudden death?
Final throw of this round. All right.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Got it.
Perfect.
Some jokes.
So no
going on
wild
here.
cards there, anybody?
Maybe
There is an over for Derek. You should have gone with your sudden death idea.
Yeah.
Stop getting so cocky, Derek.
Yeah.
He beats the house.
Spend a little more time focusing on the game.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks like the wheels just came off of this round. Do we have a ruling on? I don't think the ball came to rest on that when he
did
caught
not
it.
come to
So
rest.
that counts still as a.
No, it doesn't.
Does
No,
it?
no. It's not. Doesn't count as a catch.
Okay.
There's a catch for Casey.
Casey coming back. He passes Derek. So now after the second frame, we have Christian leading the pack here with 5 points. Casey in second with 2 points. Derek with 1 point, who now returns from the walk of shame and will take his
That's what we're
third
waiting
throw.
for. No. A lot of people saying Buddy should retire.
I think Buddy is retired, and at least his mental mindset.
Well, he might be retired, but yeah, but he's still participating. What'd you get on the ball, Derek? Ketchup? Oh, okay.
We were all disgusted by that last throw.
All right, this is maybe the slowest roofball game of all time.
Watch where you put your hands.
And hits the side. There's a ping. And a catch.
Drone coming over the top of the house here.
It is.
Some drone footage coming our way.
That's pretty cool.
Rakesh needs to lock it in here.
He does. You know, one of the things about this, you know, with the wild card is when you see a relatively low wild card number that's attainable, you're like, oh, I got this.
Right.
And then you start short arming it because you think it's easy, and then
you change something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you screw up. Did that get the bottom?
It's close, but no.
I don't think so either. So we got some heavy hitters in here, and they're all
frankly stinking
struggling.
it up.
They are.
Yeah. No hit.
Christian off to the left, does not get the bounce, does get the catch.
We might need a TV timeout to talk some sense into these guys.
This isn't the home run derby. You don't get the timeout to get your Gatorade or whatever and pep talk.
Boy, the wheels are coming off. Here we go.
So after 4, Derek has 8, Christian has 7, and Casey has 3. You guys know the second round started, right? These are not warm-ups anymore. Well, try harder.
I think the drone is distracting them.
What's that?
Practice?
No, just short.
It's 5. Almost halfway through. Wow. What are we seeing here?
Do you guys need a new ball?
This may be, as far as a round of 3 competitors, this may be the biggest choke I've ever seen.
Usually, like, the combined score of where these 3 guys are at right now is where they're at each after, 2.
Exactly. These are veterans.
There you go.
There's a ping for Derek. Derek's got 15.
And Derek is running away with it.
He's got a commanding lead.
Tell you what, there might not be a wild card in this round here.
Which would mean Buddy's still alive.
True.
That's what the people want. The people want to see Buddy in the semifinals.
Wow. It's been a while since I've seen a score in the teens get a wild card.
True. Yeah. We got a ping off the round, but
boy, that around would have been so big for him.
That'd be a ping and a catch. It'd be 9. You give him 8. Derek. No.
Nothing.
But at least not the over.
So 16. Derek still got the lead. Christian and Casey each with 9. Christian, where is he? There he is. Big throw for Christian. Just short.
Well, you can feel the tension here.
He can't get the catch. That could end up being a big point.
That could be big.
Casey. Ping. Which way is that? It got stuck.
Comes to
Play
rest.
is dead.
Play is dead.
That's
So
just going to be the 5
it's
points.
just 5.
Yeah.
Oh, the roof cam footage right now is just phenomenal.
I would not recommend anybody that's actually continuing to play in this tournament throwing their arm out trying to get this ball down.
Swing and
It's probably a good idea.
Oh, and then out of nowhere.
Everybody fire.
So people have asked why that's not in a round. The reason it's not in a round is because, well, it actually has to go around.
It has to come back down on the opposite side
It
that
didn't
went
go
out
around.
from.
It just got stuck up there.
Yeah. So once the ball comes to rest, the play is dead.
So is that a dead play and a rethrow, or just
No,
a zero?
dead
we'll
play, it's
take
a
the
ping.
The ping,
Oh,
but
ping.
not
Got it.
anything further. No.
Oh my!
Boy, yeah, nothing. Except
But
for
that
the
was
catch here.
very
There we
lucky.
go.
to go over.
17 for Derek. Christian, really all he needs is a ping to get right back in.
That's right. Nobody's out of it here.
And a round would take him into the lead.
There's a
There we
ping.
go. Second bounce guy.
I don't know if he got it on the first, but he definitely got it on the second. That was big. Now he moves into second place. Casey, ping.
Solid.
And the catch. That's
This
the catch
is
right
what
there.
we were expecting
So,
to see.
going into the final 2 rounds, final 2 throws, Derek with 17, Christian with 15, and Casey with 20.
It's a tight race.
Somebody asked where they can find the rules for this. There's it around.
Oh, he clutch.
And the catch. 28.
He is flirting on the knife edge, though. There are several throws that could have been overs there.
Has anyone ever been called for a foot fault? No, I don't think so. Nobody cares.
Derek's got one of those throws that oftentimes you think might go over, and it just is nice every time, it seems like. I guess he did throw an over earlier.
Casey got it.
Okay.
That's
a solid
and a catch.
That is a solid wild card score there.
So going into the last throw, Derek with 28, Christian with 16, and Casey with 26. Wild card is 19, yeah. There is a ping. He can't get the catch, so he finishes with 33.
You see, he played that smart, too. He took a little bit off of it to make sure they didn't throw an over.
Yep.
No, you need an around. Christian needs an around here. Goes up. Oh, that's not appropriate language, Christian. The catch is made.
Right.
He's got 22. The only thing that can keep Casey from advancing is an over. He gets the ping and the catch, and he advances. So Derek wins with 33. Casey finishes with 32, and Christian with 22. So that means your wild cards are
22,
Casey
I believe,
and Ruben. So there you go. Let's hear from Derek, who Beth is standing by with. Beth, go ahead.
Thank you, Travis. Ping, over, around, catch. Something that you see a lot in Roofball, but seldom from one player in one game. Derek Weber, how are you feeling?
Extremely lucky. Looking at that game going in with Casey Campbell and Christian Verkes and myself, I was literally thinking, like, if two of us are going to move on, we got to beat that 55 score. So getting out of there with like a 30 or whatever it was, and that was because of the round in the ninth. I exceptionally lucky. I also had an over. I had what I thought was a ping that wasn't. So I'm just going to regroup. I'm into the semis, and it doesn't matter now.
How are you feeling about the turnout? How are you? I mean, you're one of the OGs. How are you feeling about all this?
I mean, this is crazy. I remember back in the day where we were televising stuff, we'd have almost this type of crowd, but everybody's staying. You got 10 new players. You got people flying and driving from other states to get here. This is crazy and fun, and I love it.
Heck yeah. All right, we'll be rooting for you in the next round there,
Excellent.
Derek.
Thank you, Beth.
Back to you in the booth, Travis.
All right, thank you very much, Beth. Now we have our semifinals set up. Semifinal number 1 is Adam, Dale, and Casey, the 1, 4, and 6 seeds. Semifinal number 2 is Ruben, Brooks, and Derek, the 2, 3, and 5 seeds for the semifinals of the world.
How about Adam coming in with a number 1 seed
at his own house?
His own house.
Yeah. And then, okay, so. All right, so here we go. Adam, Dale, and Casey. And guys, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave after the semifinals.
That's okay.
Travis, we've enjoyed having you, man. Thank you for taking the time to come out
Unfortunately,
here.
maybe, but some people may be saying, get that guy out of here.
No.
I want to hear from Lauren. I want to hear from Maddie. Get the other guy. Get that square dude the hell out of here.
We have appreciated your company.
Absolutely. It's
I
always
missed
a
you
pleasure
guys.
having you, dude. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out with us today.
I got a
Thank
little
you for
bit
being
more
a part
time.
of this whole big experience.
Right?
I've missed it. By the way, this is just water in here. I wish it was something else, but it's not. My wife has got some plans tonight, so it's just me and the kids tonight.
So
yeah. I can't have too many.
I would definitely be
Lights.
drinking in that case, but
Oh, I might drink
Teach
after I
their
go to
own.
bed, but that's a different story.
Dale went straight for the multiplier on that one.
Yeah, it's too bad we haven't started yet.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, those were just practice throws, right? Okay, good. Yeah.
I'm just trying to
What are you doing,
get
man?
ahead of it here. I'll keep score on the practice round.
you know, just for fun, sometime we should score the practice round and see how it stacks up.
That's not a bad idea, yeah. Okay, this is official. First throw of this round.
Jay said that
Travis,
I
is
have an Applebee's reservation to make. No, I don't. I don't even know where there is an Applebee's anymore.
That's still a thing? Yeah.
No, my wife has got dinner plans. I'm at home with the boys tonight. At least they have early bedtimes. I'll watch some NCAA tournament. No, I'll watch some NCAA tournament and prep for tomorrow's game.
Who are we playing tomorrow?
Clippers.
All right.
Somebody said I was babysitting. No, it's like I'm gone so much.
Oh, yeah.
That, you know, when I'm home, and I have a free Saturday night, and my wife wants to actually get out of the house because she's the one who's always home with the kids when I'm out of town. Yeah, please go. Go have
Also, hanging out with your kids is not babysitting. It's hanging out with your kids.
Yeah. You guys saw my kids today.
They are cute
as a button.
Yeah, there we go.
They're cute. And I love them. I'm that annoying dad. It's like, look at these pictures of my kids, and I shove them in your face. But when they get wound up, I mean, they're like any other 2- and 4-year-old. They will make your hair fall out, and you can see it's made my turn gray. There's a catch for Casey.
That's his first point of this round. Adam with 6, Dale with 2, Casey with 1.
Now, here's something I don't know the answer to. So Adam's wearing the Carson Wentz high school jersey. Has anybody looked up to see a picture of Carson Wentz in high school to see if that jersey is actually, close to? Oh, there's great around by Dale. Can't make the catch, but he gets 10. To see if that's actually close to like an authentic Carson Wentz high school jersey.
We need some historical accuracy.
We do. Is there anybody?
YouTube's, get on it.
Did he go to high school in North Dakota too? Oh, off the tree, and he makes the catch.
As he kicks the turf.
Give Casey the point.
All right. That brings us in after the third frame. Dale leading with 12, Adam in second with 6, and Casey with 2.
Alex says,
was that in a round?
They're from North Dakota. Nice catch by Adam. No, it was just 1 point. Lord of the Food 1 apologizes for calling me out. You're not calling me out, trust me. I've heard a lot worse. Oh, and over for Dale.
Brings him down to 7.
There is nothing. This is not an invitation, but trust me, there is nothing that anybody is going to say on this that is worse than some of the things that I've heard before.
Right. I love the comment that the Volvo was taken to a farm to play with the other cars.
I like that.
It's off the side. Nice ping for Adam.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me Adam really enjoys trying to throw it more on that upper roof side than on the outside.
And as fatigue becomes a factor, you'll see a lot of throws for right-handers drifting off to the right a little bit more onto that upper roof, I've noticed.
So Frisky Dingo says Carson Wentz went to Century High School in Bismarck, North Dakota. Adam is wearing the Century High School jersey today. I didn't know that was in Bismarck, so thank you. But does that actually look like his high school jerseys? It's probably really easy if you just Google Carson Wentz High School.
Turns out the internet has a lot of information on it.
Washed Nate says these guys have legit announcer voices.
I did not expect to be included in that comment.
Crazy.
I'll take it. Thank you.
You've definitely got that solid, calming, kind of baritone-esque voice, Maddie.
Well, it's good to know. Maybe I should take this someplace.
It's never too late for broadcasting school,
It's good that you work with kids. Hold on, Adam, before you go, let's get a score update
scores
here
right now. Adam is in the lead right now with 13. We have Casey in second place after that throw with 9, and Dale with 7 in third.
Pretty low scoring round here. Now, Maddie, you do have that kind of soothing voice, which is really good because you work with kids. Oh
man, that's not clutch.
And when you have kids that are sick, you want a calm, soothing voice.
That's true. I liken pediatric nursing into acting a little bit because you have to kind of gauge your audience, your kid, and meet their energy and all that kind of stuff. So
you really are doing God's work.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I hope so.
Good on you, man.
All right, Adam is taking the walk of shame as Casey throws. He's plugging away with these catches here. That brings him up to 10. He's actually in first place now after Adam's over.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not giving these guys as much crap as we did the other group.
That's a good point. This is a low-scoring game as well, so far beyond our expectations for the talent level of these 3 veterans.
But it just goes to show, as the day goes on, you do tire. You are throwing... you're throwing at least 10 times in a round, but then you're doing your practice throws, and who can resist getting out there between games and chucking a couple up there?
Ball gets stuck up on the roof. Adam wants to know where he's at. Adam's at 8 points, Dale at 7, Casey at 10.
By the way, Les says that we have great radio voices and great radio faces.
Okay.
That's true.
That is also something that I've heard several times before. You got a face for radio. When you work in radio, people love to tell you that you have a face for radio. It's like, I know
Thanks for that.
That's why I work in radio.
That's why I'm in radio.
There's it around. Did not get the multiplier, but he makes the catch.
There we go. 11 points. That puts him at 18 now.
Big
Solid
one.
lead.
That was a clutch opportunity there for Dale. There's
All right.
a nice ping for Casey.
So solid.
Finding his stroke and the catch. Puts him at 16.
I mean,
2 points behind Dale.
He's risking it a little bit with that one-handed catch there, but
So casual.
when you've got the confidence, you got the confidence.
One got away from Adam.
Can't make the catch. No. 2 throws left
For Adam.
Dale's in the lead by 2.
He's got 3 throws, including this one.
Nope.
No. I thought that was going to walk up,
I
but
thought so too.
no
He's
luck.
still the leader. 19 points.
Casey.
Oh,
No.
just a bit out there. All right, gets the catch, and that puts him up at 17, right behind Dale.
You needed a couple of rounds, catch multipliers. Hey, you did it twice in the previous game. You can do it twice here. Why not?
Yeah.
Backside ping, just
gosh.
missed the around, but he gets the catch.
Good
Yep.
points. And
He's
Diamond
not out of
Dale
it. Yeah.
is doing his best to
Diamond
close this
Dale.
one out.
Just short.
He's leaving the door open.
Yep. Casey still has an opportunity.
Adam still has an opportunity.
That's right.
That's going to score.
Got it.
Yes, it is.
Finding
And the
his-
catch.
Finding his trajectory late in the game here.
Now Adam has
23.
got to get an around if he wants to advance to the championship. It is 23 for Casey, 20 for Dale, and 14 for Adam.
1 throw left for each.
Ping, catch. Adam's going to finish with 20.
Guess I hope for a
Adam
couple of
says that-
overs here.
Adam says that over hurt, and yes, it absolutely did.
Always does.
Dale down by 3. Needs a ping.
Yep.
Yes, he
Yes,
got
that's
it.
Wow.
Got the ping, takes the lead, and makes the catch.
Oh, man, that's great.
Dale has a 3-point lead. Casey needs a ping to advance to the championship round. And he just like that.
No doubt.
Casey advances to the championship.
Wow, that could play into the seeding as well.
Did you see how calm and cool he was walking up there on that last throw?
The most clutch
Unbelievable.
throw of the day from Casey Campbell secures a spot in the championship, and he wins this one 34-26, and Adam with 20. And Dale right now at 26 has the wild card spot for the medal round.
There's only one
But-
wild card.
Yep. Beth standing by with her brother, Adam
Turn on the
Willis. Maybe. Camera. We're good on camera.
Good on one.
Right back.
Adam Willis.
There it is.
You're out of the tournament. Bad news. Good news. This is probably the best field we've ever had. Roofball is growing like crazy. How are you feeling right now?
I mean, I'm feeling phenomenally good about the day. As our next contestant wanders into the shot. Yeah, I mean, it's been a great day. The scores have suddenly turned to nothing, which is so strange. Like, the best players are not, and myself included. But yeah, the event's phenomenal. The crew is phenomenal. The cast, everything's great. So yeah, it's a good day. Even though, I mean, I'm getting a trophy. I get to take one home. I bought it myself, but still, I get to take it home. So that's nice.
We've got several thousand Roofball faithful now. Is there anything you want to say to Roofball Nation as their founder?
I should beg for money, but instead I'm just going to say thank you all for watching. This has been an unbelievable last month and a half as people have gotten interested in Roofball and watched it. And the idea that 4 figures worth of people are watching this live stream is incredible. So thank you all so much. I'm so happy you're all here.
Wise words from our founder. Gosh, it's getting exciting. We're coming up on the championship game. Back to you, Travis.
Beth, thank you very much. You've got the Venmo info right here, Maddie, so why don't you throw it out there while these guys warm up.
For those of you that are inclined to give to the sport of roofball and the future of this great sport, Venmo, you can give to at Venmo at Roofball is the Venmo address. So @Roofball.
Travis, any truth to the rumors that Adam is going to be starting a senior league?
Yeah, like the senior RFA tour.
Right.
I don't know. You might as well. I mean, look, who's the oldest competitor in roofball today? Anyway, we know who the youngest is.
I don't want to.
Colby was 13.
I might be
We're gonna
wrong.
out somebody here?
What about Dale? Maybe.
Is there anybody in their 50s? You are in your 50s? Oh. I thought you were younger than that.
50.
You look good, Dale. You look good for 52. Dale had a heck of a game today.
Like I say, Ruben is.
Dale's still alive for a medal.
Ruben's drinking from the fountain of youth today. He looks great. Spry.
So from the semifinals, we go to the medal round.
Correct.
And the top two from that go to the championship.
That is correct.
For the trophy round, excuse me.
Yeah, trophy round is the next round, then the championship round.
So the two champions and then the top wild card. Are you guys ready to go for the second semifinal? All right, let's roll. We start with Ruben, then Brooks, and then Derek.
I am so looking forward to this trio here.
Yeah. This one counts, guys. Here's Ruben, who's had a terrific day.
I drank it all.
That counts. Off the tree. It did come off the tree. That counts. That's a point.
No.
Ooh, nothing there but the catch. We're tied up at 1.
Yeah. Somebody says that this is a weird sport. Yeah, no kidding. That's the whole point of it.
Now, this is the problem.
Derek gets the ping.
Leave the door open for Derek Weber. He usually shuts it in your face.
He sure does.
Somebody asked if Beth works in TV too. She's really good. No, but she is the lead singer of a band, and she's fantastic.
Just the catch there, I believe.
Yep.
Brooks gets the around. He has had an unbelievable debut performance today.
And he does not seem to be flagging at all.
No. Jay says we're talking the backswing. Yeah, you got to be able to power through that stuff, man. This is roof ball. I mean, you have to be able to block everything out. Harness the good, block the bad.
Does the stadium go quiet when the pitcher throws? No, I don't think so.
Nice ping there for Ruben.
Good form. Look at that.
The Wolf
Another
Man.
ping.
The Wolf Man. I love it.
Unreal.
He's leading us at 18.
There's a ping. Got it right on the bottom and makes the catch.
Puts him at 13.
Well, regardless of today's outcome, the Wolfman has made a lot of fans online.
There's it around.
He's taking it to the next level. 10 points, puts him at 28.
Somebody said we need to increase the points for a catch. It's like, no. I mean, how many points do you get for writing your name on the SATs? That's the equivalent of the catch. Like, if you don't even get the catch, like, I mean, come on. It's just showing up. You get the point. Are we getting cookies here?
We've got a very special thing happening right now. We've got Mama Willis handing out cookies.
Thank you.
And this is what makes Roofball Roofball.
We got some cheeseburgers, some chocolate chip, and there is a catch, 1 point, because that's all a catch should be worth.
Right? Reinforce that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only negative thing I have to say about Wolfman Brooks is that he's going to have to wear that shirt every time he competes.
Yeah.
I don't know if he thought that through.
We all knew that guy in high school who wore, like, the weird shirt with the giant wolf on it.
Yep.
16 points now for Ruben.
Oh, no.
Did that touch? I don't think it did.
No,
so that's going to bring him down to 24, which puts him one behind Derek, who is throwing his last throw.
I did not see a ping on that one.
Frame.
No. Just catch.
All right, so we got 26
Through 6.
there.
What's the score?
Derek's leading now with 26 after that catch. Brooks, with that over, puts him down to 24 in second place. Ruben with 16 in third.
There's a ping. These are good cookies. Are they Costco?
I think they are Costco cookies. All right, ping catch there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You could hear that sigh.
You could.
That groan, but yeah.
Every catch counts right here.
There's an around, baby.
Oh, he's
an inside outer.
He's pumped. All right, that puts him up to 37 for Derek. My pick to win it all.
Coincidentally, my pick to win it all as well.
I believe that was just a catch.
Oh, dear. We may have jinxed him a little bit.
We might have. Yeah, that's still remains at 25 there in the lead, though. Or, sorry, second place there.
The wild card is still up for grabs. Derek doesn't get that, but he's going to get the catch.
And he's
38. So 2 throws left. Derek 38, 25 for Brooks, Ruben 23. The wild card right now is at 26 with Dale.
solid.
And there's a ping.
I thought it was going to be in a round, but not quite. There we go.
So Brooks needs a ping. And he gets it.
That's clutch.
Wow.
That's money right there from Brooks. Derek needs something. He got it.
Something.
And by something, I mean he just needs some points here to secure him in his spot.
He's in a good spot.
Ruben
right
down
now.
by 2 for the wild card spot. He's not
robbed.
gonna get it.
That's a bit unfortunate.
Man, robbed again, and yeah,
Didn't get it. So 29, a very respectable score, but it's not going to be enough to advance.
that's the way the funny ball bounces.
As long as Brooks doesn't throw it over, he'll move on. Does not make the catch, but he's got the wild card score, so Brooks is going to move on. Derek's got a 13-point lead in the last throw. He could throw it over. It wouldn't matter. He gets the ping.
And he's going to break 50?
Yep.
There we
He's
go.
going to be the number 1 seed in the trophy round. Derek with 50. Casey will be in with 34, and Brooks with 31 as they have advanced to the trophy round from the semifinals. Well done, guys.
Well, Travis, thanks for being here today. Oh, I guess we're going to get an interview from Beth, but I want to say thanks for being here today. buddy.
Thank you guys for having me. I missed it. We'll get an interview here with Beth, getting both of them. All right, here's Beth.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Travis. All right, you guys both. I mean, you got classic old guard, machine. You got the new guard, the future of Roofball, the Wolfman, as they're calling him on the YouTubes. That's your name now. I'm sorry, man. Hell yeah, that's a cool name. So Brooks, Ruben, how did you feel about this round? How you feeling about the game of Roofball?
I love the game of Roofball. It's pretty fun. I feel like it kind of fell apart towards the end of this last round, but we'll refuel and come back next round here.
All right, man. Ruben?
Hey, it's fun. You know, not every round is going to be your best round. It's just fun. I love being out here.
Now, of course, I have to ask you guys the same question I've been asking everybody. Are we going to see you back for another tournament?
Most likely, with the way this is going so far, I'll probably be back.
All right.
I'll have you feel, or I'll be here if you'll have me. Yeah.
Of course. Always, Ruben. Always. All right. Moving on. Getting closer to that trophy round. Back to you in the booth.
All right, Beth, thank you very much. I told you guys that I got to leave. I want to thank everybody for having me. It's been a while since I've been out at a Roofball event. And, thank you. It is really cool, and I'm so proud of what Roofball has become and what Adam has turned this into and what everybody has. Thanks, everybody, for supporting Roofball and just how great this is. Again, if you want to keep seeing this, donating helps, even if it's just a couple of bucks, at Roofball on Venmo. And can I give a shameless plug before I leave?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. You can find me on Twitter at Travis Demers, Demers. You can find my podcast in most places you can find podcasts. It's the Section 113 podcast. You can find it at trailblazers.com. That's where the podcasts live. And take a listen to the Portland Trailblazers on the radio. That's where you can hear me tomorrow night, Blazers and Clippers at 6 o'clock Pacific time. And thank you for letting me be a part of Roofball again. Appreciate you guys. It's been awesome.
Travis.
Thanks, Travis.
Always a pleasure to have you.
Thanks, guys.
And YouTube's wishes you bon appetit at Applebee's.
I wish it was Applebee's. What's going to end up happening is I'm going to make my kids like grilled cheese, and I'm going to have like cereal or something, which really isn't the end of the world. Maybe a frozen pizza.
It's like dessert, man. Cereal.
I know. I'm going to turn it over to the commissioner and founder, Adam Willis, who's going to have the play-by-play the rest of the way.
Thanks for being here, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Seamless transition.
Yeah. Did you get a good view of our
Is this thing still on?
gallery today?
I know. I don't get it.
Is that the right term, gallery, or is it the
I
gallery?
think here it's a gallery. It's our fans.
Yeah. Okay.
Golf, it's a gallery.
And hopefully someday it'll be actual stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the traffic here will really appreciate that, right?
Well, yeah, I think so. Well, I think we get the road closed off. But I just got to say, after I got eliminated, I've completely lost caring about this tournament. What's happening? Oh, Derek, Casey, and Brooks? Okay.
That's right.
So, Adam, coming in as a participant now in the booth with us here, tell us about the final three here. What stands out to you?
I think the contrast of the greats of all time against the newcomer, which is a lot of fun to see the new blood come down. But Derek's won 12 titles. He's definitively the GOAT. Casey has 8. He's the GOAT of a previous time. And then, of course, Brooks is brand new. So this is going to be great. I'm very excited to see the results here.
Absolutely.
Well said. Yeah.
And give us a few words about the first tournament in the what I'm going to call the modern era, where we are, going out live on YouTube. We've got the whole production happening here. What's your take on that?
I think that the biggest thing is a lot of legacy players are going to find themselves maybe not able to compete anymore, although today is a fortunate counterexample to that. But it's just so much fun to watch people come in from far away. I mean, Connor from Florida, guys from Seattle, Brooks from Seattle. I just think it portends really good things for Roofball and the competitive nature of it, and I hope a broader growth of tournaments. Hey, we should probably play this game. These guys.
Oh yeah, there's a game going on.
Hey,
here.
let's play a game.
We're in the trophy round here.
Derek, Casey, and Brooks. We're good, guys. We can play a game now.
Top 2 scores from this round will advance.
Derek, Casey,
Brooks. Championship round will be.
Is this active?
Throws in.
This is active. This is going.
All right, we're ready to roll.
So
here.
top 2 go to the next round. Top 2 go to the championship game. The top 2, yes. The top 2 scorers. The top 2 scorers.
After this.
Right. Understood. Yeah.
Yeah. I would hope not. I mean.
All right, we're underway here.
I mean, so this is the thing. Derek often starts slow. So it's going to be all about, obviously, whether the other scores stay low enough. Because he's clutch. You give him the last 3 innings, and he's in any kind of contention, he's going to get there.
We were talking about that last match, basically saying, do not leave the door open for Derek.
No. Now, here's that pinged? That pinged?
I don't think so. I think it's just a catch.
No? Just a catch? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ping, it is a ping.
All right.
A ping and a catch.
We're going to give him 6 points.
I love that the crowd can overrule.
That's ping.
I think we rely on that part.
Ping and a catch for Derek, too.
There to tie it up at 6.
So one thing I'll bring up here is you got 2 guys in their 40s and 1 guy in his 20s. That's a ping.
Yeah.
And it is interesting to see because often when you see the ball drifting to the right, that's usually a sign of fatigue.
Yes.
And so I have not seen that yet from Brooks, but a little bit from Derek and from Casey. That's a ping for Brooks.
With the catch.
And a catch. So he's got 12.
Yeah, 12 points.
Now, both of these killer groups from the last round struggled a bit.
Oh, that's
I feel
a
like I
rough
was about
over.
to jinx it right there.
I mean, that's the thing where if you're on a different roof and there's no side roof there, that's an around, but it hit that side and it's a goner.
And we have
Casey and all of our old school players are in the backyard, and Brooks has a chance to really get a stranglehold on this.
That brought Derek down to 1 point, Casey down to 2 points, and Brooks is sitting at 12.
At least it's not an over.
Now, let me tell you a parable here. Back in the 2012 RFA Cup, I played against Beth and Christian in the final 3, what is called the Cup round for the RFA Cup. And I looked at the scoreboard about halfway through, and I was up by like 8. And my take was, well, one of them is going to struggle. So I got this. And I eased off on the throttle. They both went past me, and I finished in 3rd. So if I were advising Brooks right now, I would tell him, do not look at the scores. Don't look at what you've done so far. They're 1 throw away from getting right back with you.
Yeah.
So a 10-point lead is a 1 throw lead in Roofball, sometimes even less than that. So
well, and as we saw with you, in your big round today, you had 2 15-point innings,
which is the first time that's ever happened, which is insane.
But you scored, and I'm not to denigrate your game in any way, but you scored 28 total points in the other innings,
yes.
Right?
Which is what I was telling people going in, as they were going through that game. I was like, look, I didn't really do that well. I had 2 really fortunate throws.
All right, Derek taking his first throw of the 4th frame.
There we go.
That's the way to bounce back.
Puts him at 7 points now.
Well, and the other thing, obviously, only 2 of these are going to advance. So Derek's just only kind of competing with Casey right now.
Oh man!
Man, I know the pain of that. That's almost the same throw I did. We almost call it a cat killer if it doesn't hit anything. That's going to be a ping.
There we go. Solidly at 19
I mean, are we
points.
watching the birth of a youth movement in Roofball right now?
I hope so.
I mean, that might be happening.
That's a good thing for the sport.
For sure. Oh, he got it. He got the backside. No, I think about when the bad boy Pistons finally beat the Celtics.
Right.
I date myself horribly. That was there was a passing of the torch there. Are we seeing something like that today, or just a competitive?
Or when the bad boy Pistons got beaten by the Jordan Chicago Bulls.
That's right. Yes. And when the Bulls they didn't get beaten.
No, they did not.
No.
You got to retire that guy to get past them.
Yeah, the Jazz came close, but not close enough.
What a throw!
I mean, he's the man. Let's be honest.
And both competitors throwing overs, coming back right away and getting that ping.
Look at this
And the
guy.
competitor who did not throw an over doing the same thing.
Wow. Solid at 25 points there. So after 5 rounds, Brooks our leader with 25. Derek in second place with 3. Casey
13.
13. Casey trying to come back with 3
Just a catch there for Derek. But I mean, again, second place obviously gets you through. You just need to get, chip a chair and a chance. You just got to get through.
With the way Brooks is performing today, it's hard not to draw comparisons with Verkest coming in and
yes, it does conjure
doing
up
well
that
right away.
Yeah.
Just short. Again, you got to take the throttle off. This thing is not over by a long shot. We have 4 innings to go here. Frames, rounds, inning, whatever you want to call them.
Thanks for that.
We call that a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it sure is.
Just a catch for Derek. Yeah. 6-point lead now on Casey as Casey throws in his 7th inning throw. So we are tied up between Derek and Casey at 15. Okay, look, the door is being left open here. He's up with a 0. He's still up 11, but that's 1 throw. We got 3.
If we get an around catch from either of these next 2 throws, that would tie it up.
Yeah. Again, the worst place you want to be is between Derek and victory in a situation.
Right.
Oh, another heartbreaker.
Consistently hitting the heartbreakers.
The other thing that's crazy about Derek is the angrier he gets at himself, the better he plays.
You're right about that.
I don't think
that's a
really?
nothing. I don't think he hit.
All right.
So Derek passes Casey there.
Got a 1-point lead. All right, we are through 8 innings. Derek 16, Casey 15, Brooks 27.
Young buck, do not leave this open to chance here.
And now Derek is into the 20s.
2.
How huge does that catch look right now?
Oh,
that's a straight-up cat killer.
Yeah. Well, that brings him down to 10. I don't know.
Well, that means with that minus a 15, it's all done. And Brooks just punched his ticket. It's official. He cannot lose. He's going to be a top 2.
He's got 1 more throw.
You're up 12 with 1 throw to go. A ping clinches it. He got it, so that's it.
Good conservative
we
throw there.
We know our championship competitors. So, guys, I'm going to go get ready for the championship interviews.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much.
We'll
I'll be back
in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be back.
1 throw to go for Casey and Brooks, but the results of those 2 throws aren't going to matter much.
Sun's starting to come down into our field of view here.
You know what? I'll take it, though. It's been a while since we've had sun that has felt this strong for this long.
You know, I'm not the tannest person. I don't tan easily as it is. I burn. So this is kind of my first sun of the season like this. Yeah.
Same. I'm probably going to go home with a strange diagonal burn on my
I hope
face.
so. All right, Casey back to throw here. Doesn't catch anything but the ground.
Well, that is an unfortunate exit for Casey, but he did play an incredible game today.
Yeah, for not throwing the ball for, I don't know, I think he estimated about 6-7 years. That's incredible. And we got just a catch now. So that'll wrap it up here for the trophy round. That puts Brooks as our winner with 34 points. Derek comes in second and will advance to the championship round with Brooks. Derek getting 27 points.
And this is quite an intriguing matchup, right? We have Derek Weber, 12 championships to his name, against Brooks, the absolute newcomer.
Yeah.
Who could have predicted that at the beginning of the day, right?
You know, a lot of times a newcomer is going to do well, but we're going to go over right now to Beth, who is with Casey Campbell doing the interview over there. So let's go break over to Beth.
Campbell, you are still one of the GOATs. We all know this. You're out, but you've won the bronze. How are you feeling about the tournament today?
Overall, okay. I got stronger as I went on, which in this case was a bad move. When you get stronger, you just keep throwing it over the house, and turns out that is not a good strategy. But
now I got to ask the question.
Professionals out there, that's it.
I got to ask the question. It's on a lot of Roofball Nation's mind, as well as mine. Are we going to see you for another tournament?
I honestly have no idea.
Just say yes.
Sure, probably. Maybe. We'll see. Depends on how tired I am.
We've got it on video. He's coming. He's coming to the next one. Thanks for being here, Case. Back to you, Maddie.
All right. Thanks, Beth. Hey, we're going to send this over to the founder, Adam Willis. He's got an interview. Is that what we're doing?
I believe so. He's talking to one of our competitors in the championship round.
All right, everybody. Let's give it up for our 2 finalists, Derek Weber and Brooks Westrick. So what we do here, this goes all the way back to the very first tournament people watched at the halftime of this one, which is we interview the 2 contestants before we play the championship. So I'm going to bring, shockingly, our 2 seed. This is rare. Derek Weber, come on up here, please. Derek Weber, ladies and gentlemen. Derek, we have been here many, many times before. You are a 12-time champion. You're going for 13. How are you feeling right now? How's your arm feeling? How's your psyche? What's going on?
Arm is feeling fine. Back is a little tight, but it's been tight all day, so I don't think that's really making a difference. What I'm counting on is a pattern. Good game, poor game, good game, poor game, great game is what I need right now.
So what is your secret to having great games after poor games, and more importantly, having your poor games still lead to you advancing?
I don't know if there's a secret other than sometimes you just get lucky, right? So you can make a bad throw and get a good bounce. You can make a good throw, get a bad bounce. And again, who else in the competition is going through? Look at the not this past game, but the prior game I played in. You had Christian, Casey, and I. You would expect 50 might not make it through. Right. But like it was a terrible game for all three of us. We were all disappointed, despite two of us still moving on. So,
what do you think about your competitor here in the final?
Very impressed, right? So you and I have talked over the last couple weeks about newcomers, and you asked me, are you worried about them? I was like, no, because I don't know what to expect. And then I even made a big deal, right, of like, I think the last time a newcomer won was me, like, well over a decade ago. But here we go. We got a newcomer who's thrown extremely well. He had like half a bad game, really.
Well, we'll have you back up here in a second. Congratulations on what you've done so far.
Thank you.
All right. Your number 2 seed, Derek Weber, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring up Brooks Westwick, the number 1 seed. I just mumbled your name terribly. Brooks Westrick. Okay, tell me, what do you attribute this success to so far today?
Just a lifetime of sports, I guess. I mean, got a decent arm. We'll say it's fading on me, but we'll see if we can hold it up one more round.
So, the wolf shirt is well liked, is what we're learning right now. So, there is an age difference between you and your competitor, and a lot of your late competitors. How much of an advantage do you think your youthful arm has in a fatigue, in terms of fatigue?
I don't think I got a great advantage, to be honest. I haven't been consistent throwing any kind of a ball in a few years now, so I'm fading a little bit, but I'll keep it up as much as I can.
Well, one thing, we used to have a long history of newcomers being really successful, and I think part of that is you're not worried about anything. You're not worried about history or anything like that. Knowing that Derek is the 12-time champion, the greatest of all time for Roofball, does that affect your mentality in any way?
I'm going to say no. No, it really doesn't. I'm just going to hit all the pings I can, and we'll see what we can do. Just another round.
All right, congratulations on your success so far. We're going to bring Derek back up here for the coin toss. If I still can locate the coin. Okay, so this here is the heads, okay? And then the flaming football from the U.S. Open is tails. So as the first seed, you'll call it, and you decide whether you throw first or second, okay? Call it in the air. Heads is the call. It rolls crazily. And it's still going. Oh my goodness, it is heads. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
All right, gentlemen, shake hands. Good luck in the final. All right, let's go back over to the booth.
All right, so we're about to kick off the championship round here, winner take all. So, we saw there that Brooks took the second throw. Any strategy there?
Well, I think it's a smart move, right? You always want to know what you need to do to beat your competitor, right? And so it also puts a lot of pressure on Derek to hit a good first throw.
Yeah.
Also, one of the things I like to see, a couple of comments on both competitors. Derek's been here before, very calm, very cool. He has fun out there, and I think that's a big part of his success is he doesn't get too caught up in it. But Brooks, man, what steely-eyed competitor.
I tell you,
Wow.
Yeah, consistent, great release on his throws, kind of a natural at the sport.
And way to come out and say, I'm not worried about my competition.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah, focus on what you can do, right?
Yeah.
If there's any strategy in Roofball for just kind of winning in general, I would say the ping catch, right? Just try to get your pings in.
You can literally get, a 60-point game if you just ping catch.
Just ping catch alone.
Ping 60. Yeah. Which, Adam, has that ever been done in the history of the sport? Twice.
What's up with the blue shirt here, by the way?
I switched up. I'm not playing anymore. Carson did me proud. I got to the semis. I'm thankful to him for the boost. But right now, I think we're going to play a championship game.
He's no longer competitor Adam Willis.
Right.
He is Roofball founder and broadcaster Adam Willis.
Got it.
Car.
All right, we're going to let this car pass.
This is what happens.
We're ready to get underway for our championship round.
We don't deal with this at the Masters.
Yeah, here comes our latest drive.
Although that would add some drama if they did have cars driving through occasionally.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Right.
Or a horse, a free-range horse.
Everybody move!
All right, here we go.
All right, and I think, are we done with the warm-ups? All right.
They're ready. Here we go. Let's play some Roofball.
All right, Brooks is he the...
No, he chose to go second.
Yeah, my bad.
Got it.
That's how you want to start. Yep. And that's how you answer that kind of start.
Love to see it.
Oh, we're in for it.
6-6, folks. 6-6. I mean, is this the torch passing? Or is this a continuation of dominance?
Well, if Derek has
That's a
anything to
ping.
say
That's a
about
ping.
it,
Just
it's
got
gonna
the
be
base.
continued dominance, but
Just got the bottom. Did not get the catch. That nudged.
That did. Yep.
That's almost a silent nudge, but it did nudge.
He takes a 1-point lead after 2.
Yeah.
To be in the lead in the final round.
Well, one of the big things about a long time or a multiple championship contestant is it that's an over. Oh my goodness.
You can hear the crowd just groan. Yeah.
So that brings the score to Derek with 17, Brooks with 7.
That hit. That's a ping.
You can tell Derek's feeling confident.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good.
He gets locked in.
So the thing that happens is you play every 3, you throw every 3 for the whole day, and then you get to the championship, and all of a sudden it's every other. And if you haven't done it before, it really does mess with your head a little bit. You're much more frazzled. It happens a lot quicker. So Derek's played in 19 championship games. And, obviously this is Brooks' first, as he is a first-time competitor. So we'll see how much it affects him, if at all.
See if he can get back on track here. And
that's how you do it.
There's some steady nerves there.
Now you got a
23-13
from Derek.
Long way to go. Long way to go.
And he does not make many of those.
That's a ping too. I like the smattering of applause after each ping. The wobble is not good, but it didn't hurt him that time. But it didn't help either.
Not quite the ping, but just a catch.
This is throat on neck time here. This is where Derek can really put things away.
Yeah.
That is throat on neck. I think all throats have necks. That's a ping and a drop.
You know, in his mind, he's thinking ping 60 right there, too.
Yes. 34-14. 34-14, Derek.
Oh, so close.
Got the catch. Yeah, starting 7.
Start of the 7th, 34 for Derek, 15 for Brooks.
Oh, that's when you know things are working for you right there. Lost it to the right, and it came back for him.
You don't often get that pretty skip off of there.
No, there's been
you see it happen like that more
exactly.
frequently.
Yeah. Up on the bushes.
Ball has come to rest.
Looks like something Derek did in the scoring explainer. So this is a big one. Yeah, because 30 is tough.
I don't know if you can come back from that.
You got to really start having some magic now.
This is where, you gotta start trying to get something to happen.
Yeah, and that is what he's doing. It did not turn for him. That's why you can't throw 4 arounds.
Exactly.
It's so hard. You just don't know what the spin is going to do when it lands.
You can kind of get it in the right place, but then it's up to luck.
You got
That's a ping. That's a new round. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of, getting in the right place.
I mean, I believe he's a ping away from the highest score of the day being his score in the final. Just short.
And no shame for Brooks. I mean,
no, absolutely not. He's had an amazing day. This is the 10th. You were up by 40. Huh? 57, yeah. Oh, a ping and a catch will be the old tie for the highest score in the final. A 15 would tie the highest score on this house. Derek is a Roofball historian.
Going for it.
Oh, just like I did in the 2009 World Finals.
Well, he knew that he had it locked up, so
yes,
he's
he
going to
did.
go for the big score.
I thought for a second that Brooks wanted to join him.
Hey, let's give it up for Brooks, though. He's going to finish with 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brooks, your runner-up.
We have a champion.
Roofball World Champion, Derek Weber.
Derek Weber, again.
Is that 14 for Derek Weber? Or
I
13
believe.
For Derek Weber? 13, right?
I'm trying to look it up here. Let's get our historian here.
That is his 13th, yes.
Yeah.
He is now 5 ahead of second place. He definitively the GOAT. And, that is his 3rd cow. The cow is the Cup, Open, and Worlds. He has won the career cow now 3 times over. Only one other person has done it at all. And that includes Casey and Dano and me and everyone else has been playing forever who have never won the Cup, mainly.
That is a level of dominance we just have never seen and likely may never see again.
But it looks like Beth is ready with Brooks. Let's go over there.
Now, of course, Beginner's luck is a thing, and of course your skill is undeniable, but roofball is also a sport of heartbreak. Brooks, you were so close. The Wolfman almost made it to the title. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It was a blast. Had a great time. Arm fell apart there at the end. I guess I kind of spoke it into existence, but I'll come back with a healthy, in-shape arm next time.
Well, we're all going to be following your career with interest. Is there anybody that you've been seeing in the field that you want to specifically call out for next tournament?
Not really. Anybody can come get it. I'll just be back and be stronger next year.
Hell yeah. Wow, words from the Wolfman. Come and get it. Well done. Way to go on your second place finish. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks, Beth. We are here with new 2023 world champion Derek Weber. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
How you feeling, dude?
I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, I bet. What was your strategy going into that last round?
It was just so normal game. Secret to my prior success was aim just to the left of the pole. That way, if you get a kick, it's going to get in there and maybe in and around. But all day long, I just was not consistent on that. I was keep getting it bounced around the back and getting a point. So that one was like, F this, I'm going right middle or right of the pole. And the first like 6 throws or whatever it was, they were all just hitting the pole.
Yeah. Derek Weber's slogan for life: F this.
Yeah.
Well, Derek, you show consistency in your form. You got one of the best throws in the game. I don't see that it's fading anytime soon. How are you feeling for next year?
Well, I don't know. I mean, earlier today, watching like Brooks throw and stuff, I was like, senior, we need a senior division, and that needs to start with whatever age I am at the time, so they can never catch up. Just it's a rolling thing.
Yep.
So, I mean, right now I'm obviously feeling extremely good, top of the world.
You should, man. You should. Yeah, you get some congratulations from competitors. You must have a lot of hardware at home.
A few things. Yeah.
You got room for this one?
Oh, always.
Always. Okay.
We'll expand. We'll build new rooms. Don't worry about that.
I think you're getting a congratulation over here too. Yeah. Derek getting some love from his daughter. Yeah.
And this is what Roofball is all about, folks.
Yeah, her whole life she's been there. Her whole life she's been there.
Yep.
Congratulations
on an amazing tournament. And I just want to ask you really quick. Adam mentioned that in the history of Roofball, there's one player who has won 1 cow and one player who has won 3 cows, and that's you.
Yeah.
You have been dominant for so long. When you look at the rest of the field, who are you most looking forward to playing against in the upcoming tournaments?
I mean, Christian is probably like my favorite to play against, just because I think our competitive level is extremely similar. And then, of course, Casey when he shows up. But no, it was crazy. Like second round game, they're like Casey, Christian, and me, and I was like, oh my god. And then the first game, like the wild card set at 55, you're like, what are we supposed to do here? And we all sucked.
So just to be clear, Buddy's not a threat.
So Buddy's like the wild card of wild cards because the man throws so many rounds, so he can go 17-70, and so you just don't know what to expect.
Well, I think that we're going to wrap it up here in the booth and prepare to throw it over to Beth for the trophy presentation.
Okay.
We're good. Yep, we're throwing it over.
Ready? Oh, hi. This has been an incredible day. What a field, what a tournament, what heartbreaking momentary thrills and losses and wins, and I am, for one, speechless. So let's just get right to the awards, shall we? First up, you wanna check this out over here? We got some hardware going. Semi-finalist. I am going to use this to toss to the actual guy that you should be listening to at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, semi-finalist and the founder of the Roofball Federation of America, my brother, Adam Willis.
Let's go!
Woo! Sir.
Oh, thank you.
Hold that with your thumb.
Well, this is my thumb.
Yes, indeed.
Sometimes pasting cardboard doesn't actually go that well. It's sad. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to point out, fellow Roofball founder Aaron Dietrich Leipzig over here was one. We finished 3rd place in the first 2 tournaments, and then did not do phenomenally after that, but is still a very impressive specimen, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. So we're going to bring up our semifinalists first. One of them is not here, So we're going to really do an embarrassment of riches for this. Dale Bernhardt is one of our great champions. He's a champion, one-time champ, 5-time runner-up. He's always around the trophy, and he was in the semifinals today. And accepting the award on his behalf, for some reason, is our champion, Derek Weber.
Let's go.
Where's our? Do we have a photography do? So yeah, let's smile and. Yeah. Look, it's Dale, everyone! Congratulations, Dale!
Go Seahawks! I don't know what I'm doing.
Good job, Dale. What did you think about today's competition? I'm kidding. You don't need to talk right now. He's going to talk later. It's just like at the Masters where the person isn't there anymore to accept the green jacket. It's pretty much the same thing. Our other semifinalist, he was playing so well early on. He's got an incredibly pure form on his throw, and I thought he was going to take the whole thing. Maybe being slightly past 30 was a factor, but I hope that this portends a lot of. I've used portends 3 times in the last half hour. Portends many great things for him in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruben Shug, come on up. The man sold me my first house and my second house. Congratulations. How do you feel about it today?
Hey, this is great. I'm just happy to be here. Thanks, Adam.
What do you attribute you 13 years away and then you played so well the first 2 rounds? How do you attribute that?
Well, I practice all the time, of course, and then I choked under pressure. So there you have it.
As someone who's a big wig in real estate, will there be? But do you think that based on what's happening, this roofball movement, will there be a growth in roofball-friendly roofs being constructed and sold?
I will talk to my builder clients about integrating a target into every roof.
Very nice. Did we give you a trophy, by the way? Did you have one? I don't think you got one. Here you go. This is for you. Let's shake our hands and then wave at camera people. Where's a Someone's taking pictures. Hey, there's one. Hi. All right, ladies and gentlemen, semifinalist Ruben Shug. Give it up. It's almost working. All right, we had an incredible thing in our final 3. We had our 12-time champion, who was the most champion of all time, most championships of all time, and second most of all time, Casey Campbell. He has not played in a while, but again, this may portend more visits from Casey Campbell. And I want to bring up our 3rd place finisher at the 2023 Roofball World Championships, Casey Ryan Campbell. There you are, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, was it fatigue? What happened there in the later rounds?
No, I got stronger. I was throwing it harder and farther and over and over and over and over and over, which is not good.
So speak to the psychological factor when you do throw it over. What is it like having to do the walk of shame? Does it mess up your rotation? What happens?
No, really all it is that you then know you've lost some points and you then try to do it too much the next time and you just try too hard. So it's not so much the walk as much as the knowing that you're now behind 2 better players that it's really hard to catch up.
Well, you've been coming to Roofball for a very long time. What do you make of the events today?
I miss the swearing. That's probably the biggest thing, but good to see people out here, new people, old people, older people. It's great. I'm one of them. It's fun. That's really all there is. Yeah. You should have to be probably injured in some way to play this game. But
fair enough. I think Brooks was cheating in that regard. But congratulations, Casey. 3rd place at the 2023 Roofball World Championships. All right, as I was saying before the championship game, we used to have a long and storied history of newbies doing very, very well. Derek noted that he was the most recent first-time champion, so it's been quite a while. We came this close to having one today, came all the way down from Seattle. Let's bring up Brooks Westrick, whose name I cannot say. Brooks Westrick. Brooks Westrick. Do you ever have trouble pronouncing your own name?
Maybe every now and then, but not as much as you.
Well, understood. Let's give you your hardware. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Tell us about your Roofball rookie run.
It was a great day. Had a blast. It was real hot in the first couple of rounds, but it just kind of fell apart in the last round. But pretty glad I got whooped as bad as I did. It made a terrible performance feel not as bad. So, great game.
So will we see you coming down here for future tournaments?
I think it has to be. I've been told all day. People are excited to see me back, and I'll be back.
All right, everyone. Your runner-up, 2023 Roofball World Championships, Brooks Westrick. Congratulations. All right. Also, I want to make sure we don't go too far without announcing that this is a sponsored element. Everybody, Canby Trophy and Awards provided all of the hardware you see behind you gratis.
Oh yeah.
So let's give it up for Kim at Canby Trophy and Awards, ladies and gentlemen. One of the first 2 ever sponsors of Roofball. I don't know why Aaron is laughing so much. but his laugh is amazing. So we have 2 sponsors and almost a third. We're working.
What's the second?
If you'd like to sponsor Roofball, hit me up, rfaroofball@gmail.com.
What's the second one?
The second is Mike Verkest's Fire Dogs Productions, who sponsored our first 2 full-screen graphics. Let's give it up for them. And everyone who donated on Venmo today, let's give it up for them. If you're still watching, thank you. And it's just at Roofball on Venmo. So, you know, it's going to be open all the time. You can give whenever you want. It's going to be just fine. Every penny will go to Roofball, that I promise you. So I want to say our women's champion is Amy Dieterman. She works starting at 9 p.m. Amy had to leave. She's not here, but I wanted to show, this is the Women's World Championship trophy this year. She will be getting a hold of this soon. But she's not here today. And then also, this is the Elizabeth M. Willis Perpetual Women's Roofball Championship Trophy, which she will also be engraved on in the near future. So, one time, give it up for Amy for when she watches this, our 2023 Women's Roofball Champion. So, one last award. It's a little bittersweet because he's slowly reeling me in every regard. I think he just took the record home for most top 3 finishes. He holds the record for most championship appearances and certainly the record for most championships. He's a 3-time career Cal winner, which is insane. But let's get him up here before I just can keep rambling on. His 13th championship, your 2023 Roofball World Champion, Derek Weber, ladies and gentlemen. And his daughter, Willa. Who gets the trophy? I'm not even sure. Oh, there we go. Running away with the loot. So, Derek, tell us, how does number 13 feel?
Feels really good. Super good. I think that field was, if not the best that I've played against, top 2 or 3, definitely. Some of the new folks definitely showed up, and all the Roofball veterans that you would expect to play well, some played extremely well. Like, after 2 rounds, it was like, well, it's Ruben and Brooks is going to be in the championship here, and then Christian and Casey. It's crazy. A lot of great players today. So to somehow manage my way through some of those rounds, I feel great.
Well, as one of the members of the C-suite in Roofball Federation of America, LLC, incorporated as of yesterday, how do you feel about this turnout today and this sport going forward?
I think it's amazing. I mean, obviously, we'll have to go look at the numbers, but like Christian himself was just on his TikTok channel, and there was like 2,000 people following and stuff, which is mind-boggling.
I'm sorry, what's TikTok? TikTok? Are you sure you're saying it's right? TikTok?
What did I say?
No. I'm old. I'm a 48.
Which you can continue using in this country for a few more months until they take all our data. But, other than that.
Well, we do have one other piece of hardware. I'm going to invite my mother, Susan Willis, out here. This is, of course, the Susan J. Willis Memorial Trophy.
I am not dead.
That is true. But she is the provider of the champagne, and she's going to pour it in there. And while she does this, I want to bring Andy Miller out over here, if you will grace the camera with your presence just for a moment. Oh. He's busy. Well, there he is. There's Andy.
You want me to hand it on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, we had the defending champion, Christian Verkest. He'll hand over the trophy to Derek. But also, let's give it up for Andy Miller for putting up with us and cooking our food and everything else he's done to get ready for this tournament. And what did he say? Fixing everything that's broken, but constructing the new temporary pole that's in the backyard. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to hand this over to Mom. Tell us about yourself. How about Roofball?
What am I talking about?
Mom, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful, and thank you so much for everybody who came today. It was a gorgeous day, not a cloud in the sky, which we couldn't have asked for better. And from everyone I spoke with, either the passerbys or the people who were here all day, they had a ball. Everyone said this is what we need. We need to have dudes go out and play games. We need to be able to laugh. We need to be able to just have a good time and not worry for a while. So thank you, everybody, for coming. It's always wonderful to see everybody.
Yeah, Mama!
Thank you, Mom. Good job. Okay, and now for the ceremonial presentation of the trophy, the 2022 champion, Christian Verkest, against the man that narrowly defeated him in the U.S. Open last year, preventing the career and single-season Cal, Christian Verkest, who came here from Austin today, ladies and gentlemen. Christian, your thoughts?
Felt good to be here. I wish I would have done a little bit better, but it is what it is. Next tournament, we'll have to show up. But for now, Derek.
All right, the stage is Derek's.
Do I have to say something? No.
Cheers!
Cheers. Yeah,
Chug.
Oh, yeah, you signed it. Did you drink it all? Did you drink it all? No.
All right, guys. Can we put into
All right, who
work
else
what
is
we've
sipping
seen
on
today?
it?
You know, I thought I'd seen it all, but successful live broadcast of Roofball. Yeah, this is next level stuff here today. It's good to know that the future of the sport of Roofball is in good hands.
It seems secure-ish, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. I had a blast today. I loved watching the game. I loved calling the game. Loved spending time with friends and new friends, old friends.
Yeah, look at all of them. They're right there.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about, right? I mean, you've got good games, you've got good food, but most importantly, you've got good people.
Yep.
And that's what makes this what it is.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, just one more time, I want to say thank you to everyone who came out. I want to say thank you to everyone who came out to work, to the booth.
Who watched online.
Yeah, watched. So absolutely.
Yeah.
People who watched online, which is just, it's kind of knocking me over how many people got in who commented and were engaged and maybe gave a few bucks on Venmo. I thank you so much for that. And just most importantly, to, Adam! Yes. We'll get him over there. Just tell me when. So we're going to do something that became a tradition, kind of as a farce long ago, which is we're going to go over and then the group that Beth is assembling is going to say something, and then if I may direct from the announce seat, we're going to go to our end slate, if we can get that ready, immediately following the yelling that is going to happen over in the corner as soon as Beth gets it over. Again, this dates back to the 2007 U.S. Open. If you've watched the tournament all the way through, you see this at the very, very end, and we're going to do it one more time as my mother tries to get my stepfather to step in. He's kind of a reticent man in that regard. But I think we're good. Here we go.
Yay, Roofball. We ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay, Roofball!
That's our show, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.